You're listening to the Swish Edition because you have nothing better to do.
Hey, Scott, it's Tuesday.
What?
It's Tuesday, and I have a follow-up to a story we did last week on the tin can phone thing for kids, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So more and more U.S. schools are banning cell phones, which I 100,000% support.
And me too.
New York State, for example, just passed a bell-to-bell ban, meaning you can't use your phone from the time school starts at school until the time you leave. And now
you have to put it in their locker or something, right?
Yeah, away from
them. Or they
them.
have to turn it into the school. Depends
Something
on the school.
Not on their person, basically.
Exactly.
But now kids don't know what freaking time it is because they're so used to looking at their digital devices. And so because of this, the old school digital wristwatches are coming back. It may not come as a surprise to anyone that most kids these days can't read a clock face. I'm proud to say that Max knows how. He's 7.
You taught him.
Not because they're teaching it in school, because they're not. But we got him an old-fashioned watch with hands that go around that we actually bought at the gift store of the Air and Space Museum. And, when he goes off on his bike, I'll say, come back in 20 minutes. That's when the little hand, and he's like, I know, Mom, I know.
Good.
But apparently, the vintage Casio wristwatch is coming back. Remember those from back in the day?
Yeah.
And lots of kids now are stealing their parents' watches that are sitting abandoned in the junk drawer because everyone's wearing Apple Watches now.
Everyone's wearing one of these.
Yeah, exactly. But this is really cool. So this is the part that's the follow-up to the story from last week. The pop phone is now a thing. So it's basically a handset, right? A handheld, thing that you hold up to your ear, like in the days of the rotary phone where you, right? And it has a cord on it that plugs in to your cell phone. And so some of the pictures of advertising this, are people like holding the cradling it between their ear and their shoulder like everyone used to do, which is hilarious. I mean,
what's hilarious?
The things that come back around, but it comes in 8 colors.
I kind of want one.
I know.
Don't you?
The feel of holding it in your hand and as I was describing, like holding it in the crook of your, it might be fun.
I love it. How much is it?
It's $39.99. Sorry, $39.99. Okay. All you need is a USB-C to connect it.
Which, if you have a more modern Apple phone, then you have that. What about Android? Android also uses USB-C. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, but so for older models, I guess you just need a little adapter doohickey.
I want the orange one. Orange is one of my favorite colors.
Max has decided orange is his favorite color now too. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, speaking of orange, Kristin, Halloween is just a month away, and people are already buying. Yeah, people are already buying candy. They've had candy in my grocery store now for about 6 weeks. The Halloween displays have been up. Well, they did a story, Instagram. I thought this was kind of fun as you're planning your candy buy for this season, which is, it's only about 4 weeks away, right? Halloween. And it's a Friday night this year.
That's right.
Which I think isn't it more fun when Halloween lands on a Friday or a Saturday night?
So much better.
It makes it more fun. The kids don't have to go to school the next day.
As a parent, you don't have to be freaking out that your kids just ate, 6,000 grams of sugar and you want them to take off their costume and go to sleep immediately.
Exactly.
Which is impossible.
All right, so Instagram released some information about what happened last October, so you could plan this October. Last October, Reese's peanut butter cups were the #1 selling candy.
It's not Reese's.
In the entire
it's Reese's.
Reese's. If you're going to continue to correct me on a daily basis on every frigging episode, Jesus H Christ, Kristin.
I believe in being precise and
no, you should.
correct.
You should. Okay, those stupid peanut butter cups, which I can't eat because I'm allergic to peanuts.
They're the best. They're the best. They are hands down the best candy. The one I would choose every single time. Max can't eat them either.
That was followed by peanut M&Ms. Behind that, regular M&Ms, and coming in fourth place last year in 2024 was Kit Kats, which is one of my personal favorites. Now, here's some interesting data. Utah households purchase 50% more candy than the national average.
Why?
Does that make any sense?
Why do you think that is? That's so bizarre.
Why Utahns?
What an anomaly.
Now, here's what really surprised me. Florida, New York, and California ordered the least amount of candy. You'd think there was lots of money concentration in New York and California. You would think
California, maybe you can understand from like a
healthy
perspective. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird.
Rude. Now, here we go. You ready for this? Candy corn, which I personally find is beyond disgusting.
You're
super
very
popular.
wrong. Very wrong.
Wrong. I was going to give you a chance to respond, but candy corn is super popular in Mississippi, Nebraska, and Kentucky, where the poor people live. That's why they like candy corn.
Well,
Why
it's
do you
also
like it?
Nebraska.
Why do you
They grow corn in Nebraska because it is delicious. It's like concentrated honey. It is so delicious. I saw a meme last year that I want to repost every single year that said candy corn gets all this slander every single year. And meanwhile, trash circus peanuts go by every year with no smoke. And I totally agree. Why does everyone want to hate on candy corn and nobody says a word about awful circus peanuts? Disgusting.
Nobody's buying circus peanuts. Certainly not giving circus peanuts out on Halloween.
They do.
Nobody
does
that.
They are. They sell them in the grocery store. They're in my grocery store right now for people to buy with the Halloween candy.
No, that's ridiculous.
I'm not going to argue with you. Candy corn is delicious and is to be prized. And especially the Halloween mix that has candy corn and the brown version of candy corn and the little pumpkins with the green tops. Oh my God.
Nuggets of poo.
I could eat. I can't buy it because if I have it in my house, I will eat it until I'm sick. I love it so much.
Well, you're sick for wanting to eat it. Instacart says they mostly deliver bulk candy orders to households on October 31st. That's their number one day because lots of people forget to buy it.
I don't think so. I don't think people are forgetting. I think people like me refuse to buy it ahead of time because if it's in your house, you will eat it. Your kids will want to eat it. Your kids will be hassling you.
Self-control. It's called self-control, Kristen. You put it aside.
Oh, shove it. Just shove it.
If you made
I think people are making good decisions to not have those temptations around and they wait till the last day. And I applaud it.
The most popular candy in your state, in Virginia, is Hershey's chocolate bars. The
milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate bars, yeah. Most popular one here in my state of Nevada, don't say Nevada, it's Nevada, is peanut butter cups from that company I refuse to say again out loud.
Reese's.
Don't trick or treat in Texas, though. You know what you're going to get there? Sour Patch Kids.
That's what the kids like, Scott.
I would also skip Arizona because their most popular Halloween candy are Tootsie Rolls, which you might as well give them a literal piece of poo. Tootsie Rolls are disgusting. Nobody wants that.
Disgusting? They're just kind of boring.
Why don't you tell a story? Tell us a story, Kristen.
Well, yes, from the delicious to the, I don't know, controversial. So, Scott, comedians and podcasters alike, like Mark Maron, is that how you say his name? Maron?
We went through this offline, and I've
never heard of this dude, so I can't remember it. Mark Maron, Shane Gillis, and Zach Woods are slamming the Riyadh Comedy Festival. So, as
they should.
Saudi Arabia is hosting their first ever comedy festival, and they have booked an impressive lineup of American comedians. These people
it really
Kevin Hart, Aziz Ansari, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Whitney Cummings, Pete Davidson, Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias, Jeff Ross, Chris Tucker, on and on and on. But Marin, Gillis, and Woods have a problem with the Saudis' involvement with 9/11.
So
in
do I.
addition to the 2018 assassination, not assignation, as you've written here on the notes, of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, not to mention allegations of literally decades of human rights violations and abuses. And also, like, what are they going to tell these comedians that there are topics that are off limits, that they can't talk
Of
about?
course, they must.
Women's rights or religion or gay people. I don't know.
The
Shane
fact they can't drink
Gillis,
alcohol.
right.
The
Shane
fact
Gillis,
that they don't have free speech there.
Shane Gillis said on his Secret podcast that he had turned down a, quote, significant bag for an appearance at the festival, even after they doubled their offer. Quote, I took a principled stand. You don't 9/11 your friends, unquote.
Well, I agree with him. I said something similar, Kristin, when Ricky Martin announced that he was performing in the Middle East. And I was like, what the literal fuck are you doing? Why would you support this guy? He's gay. Why would you support these regimes that have outlawed being gay? And you're going to go perform there?
Because money. It's the
Money
same.
makes
It was
the
the
world go
same
round.
years-long controversy with the PGA when the LIV organization, which was also backed by the PIF, the Saudi PIF.
Yeah. Right.
And Greg Norman was appointed as the CEO, and they were offering $900 million in multi-year contracts to pro golfers to come over to LIV. It was the same.
Right. I said the same thing. Yeah. It's crazy. What are you going to do, man? I mean, money makes the world go round. I get it. I get why you want to cash in on something like that. It's why Rihanna and Jennifer Lopez and these big, huge superstars do private parties in places like that. Or for people who are controversial. I don't know that I would perform for a dictator, right? I don't know that it's worth the $20 million. Maybe if he was just a little bit of a dictator, I would do it. Maybe if he only killed 100 gays instead of 1,000, I could do it.
Dear, oh dear.
Have you ever, I wanted to do, this is totally departure from what we usually do, but I thought it was really fun. How many degrees away are you from any given famous person that I might say? Have you ever thought about this?
Well, but it depends on your definition of like that you've seen them, that you've spoken to them, or do you have to be like really connected to them? Like,
you don't have to be really connected. You don't have to have their phone number in your phone, but I think you have had to at least talk to them. You can't just go to a concert and say, "Oh, I've hung out with Madonna because I was there with 65,000 other people watching her perform." That doesn't count. Lots of people have seen fame. I've seen popes, I've seen presidents that I have never met, right? I mean, the Pope drove by right in front of our store in Washington, D.C. I can't add him to my 7 degrees. But you remember this game, the 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. That's where this all started from.
I thought it was 6.
Do you remember that game?
Yes, I do, but I think it's 6.
6 degrees? 6 degrees? 7 degrees?
I think so. I think it's 6.
It was
but
6.
Anyway, carry on.
Maybe it was 18. 18 degrees of Kevin Bacon game. 6 degrees. You're right. I think it was 6 degrees.
6.
Why did I write down 7? Anyway, you remember the game? You go from, let's say you wanted to go from Kevin Bacon to Tommy Lee Jones. So that's how you do it in any movie. So Kevin Bacon was in Animal House with John Belushi. John Belushi was in Blues Brothers with Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher was in Star Wars with Harrison Ford, and Harrison Ford was in The Fugitive with Tommy Lee Jones. So that's how you get, so there's 4 degrees, right? 4 degrees to get from Kevin Bacon to Tommy Lee Jones. So you know how it works, right? You and Rob play this all the time, I'm sure. Right?
I don't know about that.
When you're not playing footsie. How often do you play footsie with your husband?
Never.
So I was gonna do it like how I could do it. So how many degrees am I away from Cher? Only 1 degree away from Cher because I've met her and had a conversation with her. How many degrees am I away from Ricky Martin? Only 1 because I've met and talked to him. How many degrees am I away from Arnold Schwarzenegger? Only 1 because I've met and talked to him. Or how about, you want 2? How about Katie Couric? I don't know Katie Couric. I've never met her. I have seen her, but I'm I have a friend named Dan Katz who is very good friends with her, so I'm 2 degrees away from Katie Couric. So how's that?
Yes, but this is just like a list of all the celebrities that you've met. Like, how many of the people on that list would actually know who the hell you are?
I didn't say they knew who I was, but that's
well. Then I don't think
it
it counts then, because the original thing was like, how many degrees is Kevin Bacon away from another actor? But it was about people who had acted in a movie together, so they presumably had some sort of a relationship.
I was coming up with my own version of everyday regular people like you and me who have met people like Ricky Martin and what's her name?
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
I guess.
You've met a couple of famous people. Didn't you run into a Washington Redskins in the grocery store?
Well, yes, that was a long time ago. It was it wasn't in the grocery store. It doesn't matter how
long ago it was. It happened, right?
Yes, it was Kirk Cousins when he was the backup QB during the RG3 period.
QB. What does that stand for?
Backup quarterback. He was the backup quarterback.
What is because he wasn't good enough to be the number one backup.
Oh my God. He was young. He was the backup quarterback, and then he went on to be a star quarterback. But he doesn't know who I am, so I don't really know him. This is a silly premise.
That Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't know who I am either.
Exactly, so it shouldn't count.
But I have met him. Well, okay, so it has to be people that
you know. Yes.
I can't think of any. Dan Quayle. Dan Quayle,
there you
Vice
go.
President of the United States. He would know me. I mean, I might need to remind him, but I used to work for him.
Okay, so that could count. So that means you're only one. So that means you're 2 degrees separated from everyone that he knows.
He probably knows a lot of people.
That's right.
Right, like presidents and
dignitaries.
Right.
That's right.
And potatoes. and who else? Sherry Vine. She's a very famous drag queen. She knows who I am.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
I have her phone number in my phone. Who's the most famous person's phone number in your phone?
I don't have any famous people's phone numbers in my phone.
No. I have Sherry Vine's phone number in my phone. I don't have Cher's phone number in my phone.
You used to have Wendy Rieger's number in your phone, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, she was a local celebrity in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
She was a reporter and anchor for NBC4 in your jurisdiction.
Loved Wendy.
She passed away, sadly. We loved her. Yeah. I guess, she probably knew a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're 2 degrees.
O&O, NBC. Yeah. 2 degrees away from what?
From everyone that she knew, which was a lot of people.
True. Probably a lot of people. All right, this is a stupid segment. Why did you come up with this idea?
It was dumb. Forgive me.
It was dumb. All right, how about we change our clothes and come back and do a show on Wednesday? You like that?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, I love you, and I'll
love you too.
I don't love you as much as I used to because you keep contradicting me, but I do love you a lot. All right, we'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
The Swish Edition is a production of Bethwick Media, LLC. Learn more about the show at swishedition.com. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast app or site. But only if you like us.